everybody. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jess Buller, principal here for Morris Elementary School and Yuma Middle School. A few minutes and talk about an exciting adventure we've got coming up, student-led conferences. As the name implies, student-led conferences are going to change the way that we do parent-teacher conferences. Student conferences are going to be led entirely by, you guessed it, the student. Exciting time at Yuma Middle School. It's going to be a great opportunity for students to showcase their work to parents. Not only showcase their work, but to show the growth that they've made through struggles and successes at Yuma Middle School and in their individual classes.
Leslie Crosby. I teach language arts here at Yuma Middle School for 7th and 8th grade. This is my 3rd year.
I am Michael Dishner. I am the 5 through 8 PE and health teacher and the 4th grade technology teacher.
The greatest benefit that I see is student ownership of learning. Conferences and all that's involved, from portfolios to artifacts to self-assessments, all of that is going to allow students to take true ownership of their learning. To understand that even in our mistakes, or to a bigger degree, even in our failures, we can succeed, we can overcome, and we can succeed.
The biggest benefit I see is that the students will actually be there at the conferences. They have to take ownership of what they do in the class, explain things to their parents who come. I'm just excited to see how the students handle this and how they take it on as their own. I think it's a great step in the right direction, I really do.
Student-led conferences, I think, are a great idea for us because it requires students to have those tough conversations with parents, why their grades are, why they are. It kind of puts the responsibility back on them as to why they are currently where they are at, and makes them take responsibility for their own learning.
The whole process, it's a journey, whether we're just talking about the 5th grade or the 6th grade or the middle school or K through 12 or beyond. It's all about a journey. And student-led conferences will allow students to take a strong stake in their learning, understanding that what I do today affects my future 5 years from now, 10 years from now. The more I put in now, the better off I'll be in the future.
I was thinking if I put myself in the student's shoes, and if I knew that I was going to, in my case, I would be going, I get to showcase some of my stuff, motivate me to do some mighty fine work and have some stuff to choose from. You cannot slack if you know that you're going to be creating a portfolio. And if I were a student, that would, in and of itself, knowing that I would be leading my own conferences 4 times a year, 3 or 4 times a year, that would to do things, to get things done.
I know personally if the responsibility is on me to do something, that I'm going to put forth all the effort that I have. And if I'm being assessed by my teachers and I have to present that to them, then I'm going to put forth my best effort. So I think it will motivate them to do their very best.
One of the greatest parts about my job is being able to go from classroom to classroom to classroom. Not in a particular room all day, although I can get stuck in here from time to time. But it allows me the opportunity to see each individual classroom. And I truly believe that through student-led conferences, and again, everything involved, students and teachers, the aftermath or the after effect of students becoming empowered, taking ownership of their learning. I can only see that as a step forward in a higher level of engagement between student and teacher.
It's usually just the parents that come in. You don't see the kids come in with it. But it's the triad of the parent, teacher, and the student relationship. And we'll all be in there and we'll have an opportunity to all talk. Now, the student is leading the conference to assist in any way we can, offer information, meet and greet. I think it's going to go great.
If we work collaboratively with parents to get on board with what we're doing as teachers and let them see have their child explain what they're doing in class, it makes them buy in more, and we work together. They have that support at home, as well as we're consistent on what we're trying to do in the schools.
Bottom line is, don't be nervous. It's going to be a wonderful experience. Everybody's going to have nerves. Nobody's going to know truly what to expect. We're going to prepare the students as best we can to give the best possible conferences. But the bottom line is this is a great opportunity for everybody involved in the education of the child. And that's how it works.
I would tell them, and this is so trite, but just relax. We're all people here. We know each other. It's like family. No one is. You're not exactly on American Idol or America's Got Talent. This is your show. You be proud of it. You cannot say the wrong thing. You will not do the wrong thing. It's you.
I think it's just important that you communicate with your parents and your teachers. If you're struggling with something, make sure that you talk to a teacher. We've all been trained on these. If you're struggling with having that mature conversation, practice with a friend, practice with a classmate, practice with a teacher in the building, and do your best to have that mature conversation with your parents at home as well.
Students, grab this bull by the horns. This is going to be a wonderful opportunity. A great opportunity for you to grow as individuals, as students, as future as future leaders of the world. There'll be times where you won't know what to do. Rely on the people who can help you. I'm excited. There is going to be a buzz about the school, and you are going to pave the way for change.
It's one of the most exciting things I've ever seen come down the pipe for parent-teacher conferences. Now it's student-parent-teacher conferences, and we have the triad. I like it.
I really like to think of everything as our end goal is the real world, and if you're sitting down for a job interview, you're going to be required to have conversations that we're talking about. So this is going to just help you early off prepare for the real world, and that's what we're all about, is getting us prepared for the real world.